welcome to 'Tis the Season Symphony and Song. My name is Janice Erler, coordinator of the Quincy School Community Partnership. We are excited to be here this evening to kick off the start of another holiday season. You are in for an amazing night. Special thanks and a shout out to the mayor of our great city, Thomas P. Koch, for sponsoring tonight's event. All proceeds will support the Quincy Public Schools Music Department. At this time, I would like to take a moment to thank the many people behind the scenes who worked so hard to make this event possible. Keith Segala, Executive Director of Career, Vocational, and Technical Education in the Quincy School Community Partnership, for his steadfast dedication and support in making sure that events such as 'Tis the Season are perfect in every way. The staff and students from Quincy Public Schools Career, Vocational, and Technical Education programs, including culinary arts and film and television production. Our many volunteers in charge of promotions and ticket sales. John Cleary, Executive Director of Quincy Access Television, and his team, who are currently broadcasting 'Tis the Season live on channels 22, HD 1072, as well as streaming live on QATV.org. Quincy Public Schools music teachers and students for their many hours spent preparing for tonight's performance. And lastly, conductor Yuichi Utagawa and the Quincy Symphony Orchestra, whose amazing talents will be shared with you tonight. Welcome to Frank Santoro, Vice Chair of the Quincy School Committee. Welcome Superintendent of Schools, Kevin Mulvey, and Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Erin Perkins. And welcome to all administrators, principals, teachers, and students joining us this evening. So, after another very long year, please sit back, relax, and enjoy tonight's performance. At this time, I invite Mayor Koch to say a few words, followed by the Superintendent of Schools, Kevin Mulvey.
Thank you, Janice. Let's hear it for Janice, who worked so hard for our partnership. Good evening, everybody. How many were at the Christmas parade Sunday? Weren't those North Quincy High band kids tremendous, or what? Music is alive and well in our school system. I want to thank the orchestra, Yuichi and the orchestra, for the incredible talent they share with us tonight. I want to thank the kids and the staff who are involved in this event. A couple of weeks ago, I was at an event celebrating Diwali for our Indian community. And that's all about the Festival of Lights. Coming up, we're going to have Hanukkah, and in front of Town Hall, December 18th at 5 o'clock, we'll light the first candle on the menorah, which again is Festival of Lights, the dispelling of darkness. And on the 13th of December, we'll be in front of the creche in front of Town Hall with some prayers and song celebrating Christmas. And Christmas is all about light coming into the world. And light gives hope, right? So in a troubled world, let us continue to have hope. And I just ask you to be mindful as we enjoy the holiday season. We have kids that went to this high school, in North Quincy High School, who are serving in our military all across the globe, keeping the peace. So keep them in mind. With that, have a wonderful holiday season. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and God bless.
Thank you, Mayor. and it's great to see everyone here tonight. It's going to be a fantastic night. Thank you all for attending. On behalf of the Quincy Public Schools, it is a pleasure to be here this evening to welcome you and our esteemed guests. I would like in particular to thank Mayor Koch, School Committee Member Frank Santoro, Assistant Superintendent Erin Perkins, Conductor Yoichi Utagawa, and the Quincy Symphony Orchestra, Stephen Wessling of the Quincy School Community Partnership, and our music teachers and students for the continued dedication and support of 'Tis the Season Symphony and Song. Could we have a round of applause for all those individuals? And of course, I would like to welcome our middle school guests joining us this evening in the balcony above. If we could greet our middle school guests. Thank you all for coming. And lastly, please enjoy the show, everyone, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you and to your families. Thank you all very much. At this time, I would now ask that Concert Master Ann Hooper Webb please tune the orchestra. Thank you.
You haven't lived. You haven't lived until you've conducted that piece. It's like going very fast in a car. Not that I've ever gone fast in a car or anything. So you guys ready for some great music tonight? All right, come on, let's hear it. Let's hear it. We're going to switch gears now to a very calm and beautiful piece, Greensleeves. The tune was, it's a folk song, probably first heard sometime maybe like the 1580s, right? And it wasn't really originally having to do with Christmas. It was something a little bit love and all that stuff, all right? But over time, about a century later, What Child Is This was put to the music, and now we often hear it at Christmas time. This is a wonderful arrangement by Alfred E. Reed, who I learned recently. I don't know, I grew up in Texas, and I learned that Alfred Reed was a professor at Baylor University. Does anybody know where that is? Waco, Texas, okay? All right. Waco, Texas. All right. So, but I hope you enjoy this gorgeous arrangement of Greensleeves. Wasn't that a beautiful number? Every time I hear that piece, it just breaks my heart. Now we're going to do an arrangement of Hanukkah tunes, and this is by Bill Holcomb. It's one of our favorites. So what would the holidays be without Tchaikovsky's Nutcracker? How many of you have seen the ballet? Yeah, most of you, right? So we're going to do one number from the Nutcracker, the Waltz of the Flowers, and it highlights our amazing harpist, as well as our horn section. Right? Waltz of the Flowers by Tchaikovsky. Now, we will be doing a narration piece, but before the narration piece, I ran this little thing by Keith and Janice, and I got their approval. Would you guys like to hear a joke? I need a little encouragement if you want to hear it. All right, so hold on one second, all right? I gotta set up this mic stand for you. Tom, can you send up somebody to help me with this mic stand while I tell this joke? No, I got it. I think I got it. All right, so it's the holidays, and it's been very busy up in heaven. Got to be very careful with these jokes. And Moses and Jesus decide to go play a round of golf, all right? And they go out on the fairway with a very distinguished-looking gentleman, and it's Moses' turn, and he goes first. Ball goes straight down the fairway, headed right for the water. Just as it reaches the water separates. And the ball goes right through the lake and right onto the green, near the hole, okay? Jesus is suitably impressed, and everybody's smiling, and so it's Jesus' turn, and he hits the ball. Whap! And it's straight down the fairway again. As it comes closer to the water stays there, but the ball just goes right over the water. Rolls right over and onto the green, right near the hole, right? And then this distinguished-looking gentleman, well, he gets up and he whacks the ball really hard, but it goes way to the left and bounces off a tree, goes across the fairway, hits another tree, and is just about to land in the middle when whoosh, comes down an eagle and grabs the ball right in midair, right? Flies higher and higher and higher, and can't almost see it, and then comes right back down, screaming, diving towards the green. Pop, drops the ball in the hole. And Moses turns to Jesus and says, "It's tough to play golf with your dad." Thank you. I really wanted to grow up to be a comedian, not a conductor, okay? All right, so now we're going to do a reading of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" with a wonderful drama senior student, Mallory Rimovitz. Please give her a big hand.
All through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced through their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came. He whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away all! Wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed in all fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight with his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. Ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Didn't she do a terrific job? Give her another hand. Mallory, come out one more time. Come on up. Just bow one more time. Take one more bow. Take one more bow. Here at the Quincy Symphony, this concert is always the most fun for us because we get to work with all these fabulous young people. And now we're going to feature some students in the string section. If you, John Adams Orchestra members, can you just stand up, please? Go ahead and stand so everybody can see you. Give them a hand, please. So we're going to do 3 numbers with them, and I think you will hear a change in the orchestra, the sound of the strings. And by the way, before we start, I just want to make sure to recognize their teacher and director, Judy Lai. Judy, are you around here somewhere? Oh, there she is. Give her a big hand, please. The students are very shy. Okay, after the next piece, guys, pop up, okay? I'll look over you and you guys stand up so everybody can recognize you, okay? Now, we're going to do an arrangement by Michael DeMarco, one of the band directors, and a whole bunch of teachers who are going to play with the orchestra. Would you just give a huge hand as all these wonderful music teachers, the QPS, come out? Woo! Give it up. You can do better than that. Come on, these are. Woo! I just want to mention again that this arrangement, all the things that the orchestra is going to be playing, was arranged by that gentleman right there, Michael DeMarco. Michael, can you just wave so everybody... How about another big hand for these wonderful teachers? I don't know about you, but I think most of us probably had at least 1, 2, 3, 4 teachers that we can think of back into our childhood that made a big difference in our lives. I think back to 2 music teachers, one my junior high school orchestra director and the high school orchestra director. They both let me, they knew I was interested in conducting and they let me do it. And I will always be ever grateful to those teachers for their influence and their support. We can never thank teachers enough, right? Now, I just want to give you a little preview of what's going to happen. We're going to have the select choirs of Quincy and North Quincy come out with their harpist, and then they're going to leave, and our harpist is going to do one number, and then the combined choirs are going to come out, all right? But these are wonderful students led by Timothy Cruz, so would you just give a big hand? Come on, guys, come on out.
Redemptori Domino puerulo iacenti in praesepio. Ein kleines Kinderlein liegt in dem Krippelein. Alle liebe Engelein dienen dem Kinderlein und singen im Fangelein. Salite, unigenito, Christo Dei Cantori Domino puerulo iacenti in presepio. Deo gratias, Deo gratias. Adam lay bounded in a pond, 4,000 winters, thought he not too long. Deo gratias, Deo gratias. And all was for an apple that he took, as clerk is finding, written in their book. Deo gratias, Deo gratias.
There had the apple take a bean, the apple take a bean. There had there never a lady, a bean had no queen.
Blessed be the time that apple taker was, therefore we must sing it, we must sing it, we must sing it, sing it, sing it, sing it. Deo gratias, Deo gratias, Deo, Deo gratias, Deo gratias, Deo, Deo gratias. and boughs of holly, Yuletide logs and mistletoe.
Candles burning bright and meadows frosty white and faces in the firelight's glow.
Sounds of happy children's voices Feels like you could wish for peace on earth, and all at once it would come someday. Families and friends together feel a special kind of love and cheer.
Sharing all the joys of Christmas time.
just want to mention that Tim is just an extraordinary teacher. And where is he? I want you to give him another big hand. I can't see it. So did you guys enjoy the concert tonight? You've been a great audience. So we're going to end the concert with a sing-along, and I want you to do your best Quincy High School chorus imitation. All right, here we go. Hey, thank you all for coming so much. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, everybody. Thank you.
Watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice, he's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. Never saw it, you wouldn't even say it close. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight? How the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with me. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile. And on every street corner you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring night, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Frosty the snowman was a jolly, happy soul, with a corncob pipe and a button nose, and two eyes made out of coal. Frosty the snowman is a fairy tale, they say. He was made of snow, but the children know how he came to life one day. There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found. When they placed it on his head, he began to dance around.